So he's able to pretty much bowl Orin out of the way. Orin's thrown off to the side. This thing's pretty heavy, pretty powerful legs and everything. Pushes Orin off to the left side of the doorway here, and he runs into the room, gets to about here, and whips around and faces Orin again. It is your turn, yes. Roll perception for me.
Oh. Unless you're just trolling me. 10 plus 6, 16.
16. Okay. You see just out of the corner of your eye something going to the doorway. Off to your right.
Okay, I'm going to turn and face that.
Okay.
Do I see it?
Yep, you see it. There's another gnoll standing in the doorway. He takes up most of the doorway. He's holding the shortest spear out. Instead of the other one was holding the longer one.
I'm going to produce flame and throw it at him.
Ooh, I didn't know you could do that.
Ranged touch attack, no range penalty, and deal the same damage as with the melee attack.
Nice. Alright.
No sooner do you hurl the flames than
So you
the
just
new
have to-
set appears in your hand.
You just have to roll a touch then. So he gets no armor class bonus. Basically. So roll to hit.
19.
Yeah, you hurl flames at him. Roll 1d6 for damage.
Plus 1 per level.
So you're level 3? Mm-hmm. Alright, roll 1d6 plus 3. 4, 7 damage. Nice. Okay, so... So you throw these flames and they burst into and actually like singe a lot of his hair off in front of him, and he catches on fire briefly before it extinguishes itself. He kind of gets thrown back into the hallway a little bit.
Okay, I still have flame in my hands for 3 minutes. I
Interesting.
can keep throwing it.
Interesting. Okay, so he gets thrown back into the hallway, winds up and throws his shortest spear at you.
Is that it?
Now, what's your armor class? It's quite high, isn't it? Yep. The spear sails past you and sort of flies out the open entrance of the room and goes into the rubble there. Nook Nook charges at the hyena into the other room.
Good. I can manage this guy.
And you can't really tell what happens, but you don't hear any hyena howls.
Nook Nook.
Now, you can hear some like shuffling and stuff in the background, and you hear a huge sort of like splat and hyena sort of whimper, and then something go on the ground.
I'm going to call out Orin in Elvish.
He yells back, yeah, in Elvish, and you can hear him starting to run towards the room.
Okay.
He's running back in through this doorway.
Okay. Can I flame the guy again?
You can flame the guy again.
Oh. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I miss.
Yep. What did you roll? What's your bonus on it? You don't get any bonus, do you?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yep. So you hurl flames, but they kind of connect on the door frame, and
I don't know if they to hit. I really don't. Oh, well,
it is. It's a touch. Okay. So that's what touch bonus he gets. These have a fairly low touch defense, but
not that low.
Yeah.
Got it.
But yeah, so the flames hit the doorway and sort of lick around him, and he's a little bit frightened from the previous blast, but not too concerned since it didn't actually burn him this time. He pulls out his longer spear and charges at you. And he thrusts it at you, but you're able to sort of dodge to the side and avoid it narrowly.
Dodge and druid with a
Alright, what do you do?
What do you mean, what do I do? Is Orin able to attack yet?
Orin runs into the room and sort of comes up beside you.
Okay, is Nook Nook back in the room yet?
You can't see Nook Nook anyway.
He's probably drinking some hyena blood. Okay,
He's skinning the hyena.
I'm gonna try and touch him and set him on fire again.
Okay, so you have to hurl another fireball.
No.
Alright, this one sort of just like, you throw it, and it goes onto the ground. She rolled a 3. Alright, you were just trying to touch him that time, but yeah, you like tried to touch him, but you like sort of, and it accidentally threw it behind you.
Don't you go if you're not walking up behind me.
So Oren takes a step to the side and swings his two-handed sword at the knoll, and hits.
I love how these early days it's kind of a surprise when I hit or he hits. It's like, and hits!
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Alright, the knoll's looking pretty worse for wear now. He's bloodied.
Okay, I'm still gonna flame him.
Attempt to flame.
Oh, what the?
She rolled another 3, so this time you go the other directions because you've gone like this. You've gone off to that side, and then you go off to that side, and you throw it to the other side behind you again.
Does it set anything on fire?
You set
cool.
There's like an old tapestry hanging on the wall. It's like
Yeah.
it's all moldy and stuff because it's been hanging above the water, and the fire is potent enough to actually burn it
Sweet.
through the water and mold. So very effective tapestry burning.
Yeah.
So the knoll takes a thrust at Oren, who just dealt that blow to him and misses. Oren's able to deflect it with the edge of his blade.
Sweet katana moves, Oren.
All right,
That's my die.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. At this moment, you see Nook Nook, eyes glowing behind the knoll. Where's my
Yes,
D20?
my pet.
Nook Nook jumps onto the back of the knoll and takes a bite out of its shoulder.
26.
No, he does 1d4 still.
No. Does he?
Yeah, next level he deals 1d6.
Okay.
But he takes a pretty nasty bite out of the knoll's shoulder and spits a chunk of flesh forwards into the room at you guys, eyes still glowing. What do you do? The knoll's looking pretty droopy.
I'm still going to use my flame attack. My hands are on fire. I need to
I'm
do
determined.
it. 13 plus...
Okay, that's a hit.
Okay. Sweet.
Roll d6 for damage.
Plus 3.
6. You
Okay, I'm going to walk up to him really slowly and just put my hand on his face and set his face on fire.
Alright. So you walk up to him, put your hand on his face. Nook Nook jumps off the back of him, not wanting to be part of this. And you feel like his face melting under your hand. He's I don't know, goop starts to drip out of his skull, and eventually you're just holding a skull, and it's connected with the spine to the body, and then you drop it, and just this skull, hyena-shaped skull, and the knoll drops to the ground dead.
And I'm going to mutter abomination in Elvish.
He doesn't hear you. His face is melted off.
I know, that was more for Oren.
But Oren says, "Badass."
So he's not disturbed by the fact that I just melted this guy's face off.
No, Oren seems appreciative of all of this.
Nice.
It's nice. You just killed 2 gnolls and hyena. Mm-hmm. But are you out of danger yet?
Perception check.
Perception check. Roll perception.
14 plus 6.
20. Jeez, your perception is high.
I know.
You perceive silence. Except for the still bubbling flesh of the hyena.
Okay, the tapestry ashes falling to the ground.
Tapestry burning still.
Okay, Nook Nook licking his blood covered.
Yeah, he's
jaw.
he's rubbing blood over his face.
Oh, I thought he'd be cleaning up or something. Maybe I should toss him in the water.
Okay, you can toss Nook Nook in the water if you want.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to?
I don't think you'll like me for that.
He's bathing in his bloodlust still.
Okay, I'm gonna search the one in front of me.
All right, so you find
A key.
Damn you! Yes, you find a key. You find a brass key on him.
Really?
Yeah, he's not got much else. He's got some hides, the one spear that he still had, and that's pretty much it. He's got a key, and it's tied to really roughly tied to a rope that had been strapped onto his hides.
Cool. I'm gonna go into the other room.
What other room?
The one to the north.
Yep. Number 10.
Yeah, I'm wondering how useful hyena body parts would be.
Do you ask this to Oren?
Yes, I suppose I will.
He says, I guess you could make yourself a hyena hide cloak, but I don't think anyone wants hyenas. They're like scavengers and pretty gross creatures.
Are their teeth cool? Do you reckon their teeth would sell for reagents or anything?
So it's you might be able to sell them as a trophy or something for some copper. Some silver, maybe.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm gonna search the other knoll.
Alright, the other knoll really has nothing on him. He's got like some pocket lint.
Okay, I'm gonna have a decent look at Oren to see how healthy he's looking.
Alright, Oren is looking not too bad. He's got like a pretty nasty gash in his chest, but the armor seemed to stop it from going through and penetrating any organs or anything like that.
Okay. Gonna ask him how are you going?
He says surprisingly okay, better than after the kobolds.
Good.
Says I'm kind of surprised we took down two gnolls and a hyena so easily.
Thanks.
Says,
okay.
So should we try and find these?
Yeah, let's find these dudes. I think this key probably what we're looking for. Anyway. You're just making me roll perception and there's nothing there.
You rolled a natural 20. You notice the chairs might have once been really fine chairs, like really nice chairs. They're carved out of a red hardwood, like some sort of cedar or something like that. And the table also looks like it's quite nice. It's got like scrolled legs, and although now after being in this place for so long, both the chairs and the table are starting to splinter with age, not having been polished or anything for a long time. Okay. It feels a bit sad. On the ground, you can notice some piles of dust in the corner, and natural 20 perception.
Do you reckon we could come back here for like furniture? Like if we buy a house, if I buy a house, enjoy
Oren raises an eyebrow at you.
If I buy a house and
says, I think now's not the time. We should probably try and rescue these people.
Sorry, I perceived it. That's all. Okay, I'm gonna check the door to the south.
Yeah. Okay, you see in there 2 old moth-eaten beds.
Okay, I'm gonna lift up the pillows and the mattresses.
They're gross.
Okay.
You perceive grossness.
Well, they might have been hiding a lovely trinket under one of their pillows.
They might have been. Alright, so I might even just clear out all this just for funsies. You guys have a little bit of a poke outside there. So, in this room, not really much in here, just some rubble and stuff. Up here goes to the roof, but a lot of sections of the roof is collapsed in. You can't really see anything else out on there. It's kind of like there's like some sections to walk around, you guess, where the guards and stuff were able to walk and inspect on the roof, but there's not much up there. In here, not much else. There's like an old, it looked like it was a wine cask or something, but it's split open and whatever its contents are long gone. Beds in here, same, nothing of interest. Out in the courtyard, you also notice that there's like signs of like a fire and some like piles of rags that you guess the gnolls were sleeping on.
Okay, what about
there's
that
also
room?
a bunch of bones around them.
What about that room to the? Is that just a storeroom or is that where the men are?
This is a storeroom, and you notice some stairs descending down to a door.
Okay, let's get in there.
Alright, so you go down into the door and
unlock it with the key!
Oh, snap! You unlock it, and all of a sudden, you perceive a dark room. But wait.
There's more.
You can see stuff in there.
10 steak knives.
Okay, so immediately, you go in, and you can see, it's pretty dark in there.
Elf eyes.
Yeah, elf eyes. Half elf eyes. You can see in there, though, that there's some people shackled to the walls. Some of them are passed out. Some of them see you and start, like, sort of crying out a little bit. Off to the left, I'm going to actually reveal the whole room for you, because you can probably see around in there pretty well yourself. There's a few guys chained up here. Over here, there's a few more people chained up. There's even some kobolds chained up on the south wall there. And you notice that a number of the people that are chained up are missing legs or arms.
Okay, I'm going to go in a very soothing voice say, it's okay, we've slain the hyena men.
One guy that sort of looks, still reasonably fresh, isn't missing any of his limbs, says, oh, thank God, please set us free.
Okay, I'm gonna... Does the key work?
They were eating us.
Okay. I'm sorry for your loss of limbs.
The key doesn't work on the manacles.
Can I search the room for another key?
Yeah, you search and eventually you find there's a large pile of stuff there, like lots of clothes and stuff that are all bloodied and ruined. And it looks like there's some other stuff there that might have varying values. You don't find any keys though.
Okay, I'm gonna ask them. How did they open your manacles?
He said they didn't open them, they just chained us here. He says, I think they planned on eating us out of our manacles.
Okay, I'm gonna look for some tools to try and break them out. I should have brought that pick.
Alright, I'll see if there's anything in the room that you might be able to use. In the pile of stuff, you actually find a crowbar.
Handy. Okay, I'm gonna start crowbarring them. Well, is Oren stronger than me?
Yes, Oren is stronger
Okay,
than you.
I'll hand it to him.
Alright, Oren tries to crowbar the manacles, kind of awkward though. He eventually pulls over a large rock to each of the manacles and uses the crowbars like a hammer. The manacles are kind of rusted, so after a few hammers he's able to bust them out, and he does that to each of the ones. He gets to the kobolds and says, are we freeing the kobolds?
Was there any food, or were they just eating people? Is there any food for these people?
For these people here?
Yeah.
No. A lot of the people, some of the people that are passed out or dead or just barely conscious look like they haven't eaten in a long time.
I'd like to chain them up. Leave them chained. Yep. The kobolds. I'd like to leave them chained and just report it to a guard. Maybe if some of these people are going... That's 2 days either way, isn't it?
Probably 3 days to Jose.
Does the Mirhan guard travel this road often?
Not often. Certainly no one comes out here. What to do with the kobolds?
Do any of them speak common?
They do not.
What sort of shape are they in?
They look kind of like they're, are pretty weak, kind of listless, but not as weak as some of the humans.
Do they look like they'll starve in 4 days?
It's hard to tell. You're not really very fluent in kobold physiology.
Oren, what do you think we should do? I don't want them to be released to cause more havoc on.
Oren says, it looks like they were probably scouts for that other kobold den that we cleared out. Should we do the same thing that we did with those?
You can do it.
Okay. And he says fine. And then he unclips his sword, and there's 3 kobolds there, and do you watch or...
I don't know if I want to train them up and let them starve. That seems worse.
Could be viewed as a mercy killing by some. Kobolds are generally up to no good.
No, I'll help.
You'll help?
Yeah. I'll do 1 and Oren can do 2.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant you were going to help them.
No.
I'll help them die.
Yeah.
So you how do you execute your kobold?
I just cut it across the throat, but I don't stand in front of it when I cut it across the throat.
Oren sort of motions to them with his sword to lean to bow their head down, and they agree. I guess they want the easy way out, and he swiftly cleaves each of their heads off.
This makes me so sad.
Little kobolds. They're bastards though. They javelined you in the belly, remember? Don't forget that.
I know, but they had squeak voices.
I'm sorry, they had script voices. It was just that one because their intelligence isn't particularly high.
Just like Squid.
Alright, so you guys execute the kobolds and are able to free the humans. There is some of the humans that Oren freed don't wake up or, look in completely no shape to move, and Oren mercy kills one of the humans who looks like they're not going to survive moving at all. In the end, you have 3 people that you suspect are from the party that was recently captured, and 2 other weaker people that look like they haven't eaten in a long time.
Okay, can we make slings out of the least bloodied clothes and stuff? Not slings. What am I trying to craft? I'm trying to craft up some
stretchers or something. The ones that you freed look like they're able to walk.
Okay.
They just probably need some food.
Okay, I'm going to ask the 3 who are from the party, because they seem like they haven't been there for that long, to help me carry the dead outside so we can... Go back to the top map, please. I want to go over here and use, like, put them in lay them out and then use the rock and rubble to bury them.
Okay. The healthier guys solemnly agree. The weaker ones sort of sit out.
Yeah.
And you guys bury the humans in the rocks there. Do you bury the kobolds?
Yeah, sure.
you bury the kobolds as well, separately or with the humans?
Separately.
Okay. You make a little kobold mound as well. It takes you guys a few hours, and it's starting to get pretty dark now.
Could we make it back to the camp with our group?
You could if you wanted to travel through the night. It's probably about 4 hours to get back.
And what time is it now, ish?
Just starting to get dark.
So it'd be 4 hours in complete darkness.
Pretty much.
Okay, I'm gonna cast light on my backpack again.
Okay. See your backpack strap, and then your entire backpack starts glowing.
Yep.
And then you guys head back, do you?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go back to the Meehan Road map. So you guys, as a group, Oren goes in the rear, and you lead, and the three strongest guys sort of help carry the weaker 2 back, and the group of 5 gets back, and you guys get back to the point of the road here. It looks like the younger boy was closer to you guys, and he sees you approaching, and he yells out, and then he runs off, sort of scrabbles off over the rocks and stuff to get the other people. About 5-10 minutes later, the rest of the group comes back. You guys reunited, and the crazy guy sort of like goes up to like hug one of the stronger guys that is only recently captured, and gets a smack in the chops. And I'm gonna roll to hit for him. All right, he tries to smack, but it's kind of like a little love tap. He's kind of weak after being trained in manacles for a while.
I'm gonna go over to the crazy guy and be like, "You need to give them some space."
He agrees and sort of backs off and chills out. Oren says, "I suggest we probably go back a ways to where we made camp and make camp again there."
Yep.
All right. So you do that?
Yep, and set the fire.
All right. So you guys go back. You set up a little bead fire. Everyone's pretty impressed. Do you feed the enfeebled people?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys share around what rations you got. You still got a fair bit of food with you, and everyone gratefully takes it. You guys camp, and no one really talks too much. So I guess they don't really want to talk about what they saw there.
Okay.
So I think that's probably a good point to take a break and cut this off. I had fun. Hopefully you guys had fun watching. How long did we go for? A bit over an hour 15. Nice. It was good fun.
Will we do more tonight?
Maybe not. I'm kind of bugged. I want to plan out some more stuff.
I thought you said it was going to be epic with lots to do.
I thought it was going to be epic, but you smashed those gnolls. Did you have fun killing the gnolls?
Yeah.
Maybe we
would have liked a bit more loot.
Well, you didn't search. You didn't say to search what was there. I said there was stuff of value. I guess you'll have to go back tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get up before dawn and go back.
You want to? Okay. You want to go back now?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Let's say you go back, and you take some time to search, and this is what you find. You find a composite shortbow.
Ooh.
Spiked gauntlet, a tower shield, a crappy-looking signal whistle. A blue velvet bag of dust.
Okay, I'm going to take that.
Some smoky quartz, a bunch of ruined and bloody clothing that you've seen, 2 platinum pieces.
Oh, sweet.
40 gold. These are in little, two platinum pieces and 40 gold are in a little bag. There's a pile of about 160 silver pieces next to them. And then next to that is, roughly eyeballing it with your roguey charms, 89,000 copper pieces.
Fuck you.
What are you going to do with that? 89,000 copper, Amy. You're rich in 5-cent pieces.
How much is that?
You found a pile of nickels.
How much is that in gold?
Divided by 100, isn't it? For gold.
Yeah.
89,000 divided by 100. 890 gold. I think, if my math looks correct. Or it could be 8,900 gold. Pretty sure it's 890.
I'm gonna come back with a card.
1 million
I'm
cents.
gonna come back with a card. You get that?
Okay, if you want to do that. 890 gold's a fair bit in copper pieces. You're gonna have to open your own bank.
I can't believe you did this to me now. I forgot about that.
Awesome. Alright, hopefully you guys had fun watching. We had fun playing. Maybe we'll do it again soon, yeah? Mm-hmm. I'm ZiggyD. This is Amy, aka Elsbeth.
Don't use my name much, do I?
And thanks for watching.